Have you ever wondered how many people our planet can sustain? This question brings us to the concept of carrying capacity. In the world of ecology, this term refers to the maximum population size that the environment can sustain indefinitely. It's a delicate balance that depends on a variety of factors. Think of it like a seesaw. On one side, you have resources like food, water, and shelter. On the other side, you have the size of the population. The seesaw tips when the population grows beyond what the resources can support. But it's not just about resources. Space is another key factor. Every living being needs a certain amount of space to survive and thrive. And then there are environmental conditions to consider, such as air quality, climate, and the presence of other species. So the question remains, what is Earth's carrying capacity for humans? As we navigate the interplay between population growth and carrying capacity, we'll discover that the answer isn't as straightforward as it might seem. Our numbers have skyrocketed from a few million to over 7 billion in just a few millennia. This population explosion is largely a product of the last few centuries, a blink of an eye in the grand timeline of our existence. Several factors have propelled this rapid growth. Advances in technology have made life easier and longer. Innovations in medicine have drastically reduced mortality rates, allowing more of us to live into old age. Improvements in agriculture have made food more plentiful, supporting larger populations. But this population boom is not without its consequences. Our burgeoning numbers put a strain on the Earth's resources, such as water, soil, and energy. Space, too, is becoming a premium as we spread across the globe, altering landscapes and habitats in our wake. But as our numbers grow, so does our impact on the environment and the resources we rely on. We're not just more in number, we're also consuming more and affecting our planet in unprecedented ways. As our population grows, so does our demand for resources. We're chopping down forests for farmland, overfishing our oceans, and mining our mountains bare. But it doesn't end there. We're also producing waste at an alarming rate. Landfills are overflowing, oceans are choked with plastic, and our air is filled with pollutants. Not only are we depleting our resources, we're also disrupting ecosystems, driving species into extinction, and changing our climate. And all these, mind you, are not just affecting our environment. They're also directly impacting our health, our economies, and our very way of life. Let's be clear. Our planet's resources are not infinite. Our actions today are defining the world of tomorrow. We're pushing our planet's carrying capacity to its limits. But can we find a balance? The challenge we face is to balance our population growth with the carrying capacity of our planet. An intricate dance, if you will, between the human race and the planet that sustains us. The question is, how do we ensure this dance doesn't turn into a tug of war? The first step towards achieving a sustainable balance lies in managing our resources responsibly. This means using renewable resources at a pace that allows them to replenish naturally, and conserving non-renewable resources by finding alternatives or reducing our dependence on them. It's a shift that demands careful planning and commitment, but it's a shift that's worth it. Next, we need to reduce our consumption. Now, this doesn't mean we all have to live like monks. It simply implies being mindful of our consumption patterns. Choosing quality over quantity, repairing instead of replacing, and reusing instead of disposing are all ways we can reduce our consumption without compromising our quality of life. Improving efficiency is another key strategy. This could mean everything from building energy-efficient homes and offices to developing fuel-efficient vehicles and industrial processes. When we do more with less, we not only save resources but also reduce the pressure on our planet. Of course, these solutions are not a one-size-fits-all. It's where the role of policy, innovation, and individual actions come in. Policies can provide the framework for sustainable practices. Innovation can offer new and better ways of doing things. And individual actions, because every little bit helps. When we all play our part, we can create a ripple effect that leads to significant change. Creating a sustainable future is not just about numbers. It's about how we live and how we use our planet's resources. It's about understanding that we are not separate from nature, but a part of it. And it's about making choices that ensure we leave a thriving planet for generations to come. Because at the end of the day, sustainability is not just about preserving the planet, but also preserving our place on it. So what's the answer to our initial question? How many people can Earth sustain? As we've discovered throughout this exploration, it's not as simple as a straightforward number. Our planet's carrying capacity is a dynamic concept, fluctuating with our consumption habits, the advancements we make in technology, and our commitment to living sustainably. We've seen how the population boom has strained Earth's resources, leading to significant environmental impacts. Yet we've also delved into the potential for achieving a sustainable balance where human activity coexists in harmony with nature. It's a delicate equilibrium, made possible through conscious efforts to reduce our ecological footprint and innovate smarter, greener solutions. Remember, every choice we make, every product we consume, and every technology we develop plays a part in this grand equation. The key to navigating our future lies in understanding and respecting our planet's carrying capacity.